Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations, Chapter 78. Stupid Idiot. That's quite a title there. I wonder who's the idiot here. So anyway, we got a really nice cover of Naruto here. He's in blue. Wow, that's actually kind of nice. It's like I want to say an ocean blue or maybe a sky blue. But anyway, we flip the page. We get Shikamaru. He opens his line with, Naruto's chakra vanish? What do you mean? And then it looks like the ninja team that's examining here, he responds with, we're examining the scene right now, but there's no obvious cause. And then he also says, his wife's chakra also vanished at the same time. Neither are anywhere to be found. And then Shikamaru responds with, what the heck happened? Could it have been code? The ninja responds, I don't know, it's just that a few seconds earlier, Kawaki's chakra suddenly registered. So we're on page 3. Shikamaru says, what? And then now we have a shot, a panel here of Himawari just looking and surprised to see that the ninja team is investigating like it's freaking CSI here. And then looks like a good panel of the broken picture. And then Himawari responds with, Dad? Mom? And so we cut to, looks like a building, outside building. And then looks like we're back at a shot of a panel of Boruto and Sarada. Boruto says, why would Kawaki do such a thing? Shikamaru says, no clue. I can't imagine him harming Naruto, but can you see anything, Ida? And so Ida uses her Senrigan clairvoyance, and she says and confirms it was definitely Kawaki. I don't know what he did, but the Hokage and his wife were swallowed up by a dark vortex-like thing. And Boruto responds, Mom too? For real? So we're at page 5 here. Then we have Shikamaru that responds with, and then Kawaki disappeared again? Where is he now? And so Ida responds with, I have no idea since he's not physically visible. I can't track him with my Senrigan. And we got a shot of a panel of Boruto's eyes, extreme close-up on his eyes. Looks like he's just as mad as hell. And you see a panel of him just already on the move here. And that gets the attention of Sarada and Sumeri. And then Sarada, she tries to stop Boruto verbally. Hey, Boruto! And then Sumeri just looks at him, go off into the stairs and away. So Boruto, we have a panel here where he looks like he's either talking to himself or maybe talking out loud. What are you up to, you bastard? And then we have an open land of Boruto just traveling, and then Ida is just looking with her Senrigan, and it's almost like she's able to, she's using her ability to go back into the past and see what happened and how they have it. It's just quite beautiful. It's almost like she's physically right there, just being the witness of the events between Kawaki and Naruto when they're at the table having their conversation. And then, of course, you have Kawaki and then Naruto with their exchange. If you read the previous chapter, you already know what they say to each other. And so we have Ida. She then later on confirms, reviewing his conversation with the Hokage, I'd say Kawaki might be planning to kill Boruto. Again. And Sarada, she has to look at, and with shock and amazement, and Sumeri also looks. Sarada responds, kill Boruto again? Wait, what do you mean again? So we continue with page 8. Sumeri says, Sarada. And then Sarda, she is just freaking out. You can see from her facial expression. You make it sound like Kawaki killed him before. I thought Code took Boruto down. Well, what the heck? And then Shikamaru confirms Kawaki was the one who dealt the blow, but Boruto asked him to, in order to protect us from the threat of Momoshiki. And so Sarda, still a bit shocked, has that expression, doesn't even know how to react at this point, and then Shikamaru says Kawaki might be trying to do it again now, and for the same reason. And we got an extreme close-up of Sarda's eyes. And so now we are at page 9. Sumire watches Sarda go, and then Sumire says, Sarda, no, it's too dangerous. And then Shikamaru says, stop, Sarda. Sumiri's right. Kawaki's got to be fairly unstable right now. A rational conversation likely won't be possible. Leave him to us. Sarda does stop in place, but it's almost like she has to really ponder the response she's getting. And she responds with, I only found out that Boruto had died after he had already been resurrected. And it looks like Ida is looking at this, and then Sarda responds with, at the time I didn't even know that he was in danger. Then Sumire looks as well, and then Sarda says, now that I know, I can't just stand around doing nothing. Then Sumire shouts at her, Sarda! And then Shikamaru is also trying to say, hey, Sarda, no acting on your own. That's an order. Sarda! And of course, she's gone. So we're at page 11 now. We have an open field, Boruto traveling, and all of a sudden there's a vortex opening it up. Looks like Boruto goes right through it, and let's see. Yeah, it looks like he's literally going through it. He sees it in his view, and he looks like he's going to dart right past it, or try to anyway, or dart through it. And then Boruto, he uses his Karma seal hand to try to, I guess, shatter it. Yeah, it looks like it just dissipated. It breaks up before it could form that vortex. And then Boruto just responds with, Gah! It would be easy if I could just seal you away too. And then here comes Kawaki. Here's where the escalation begins on page 13, a very unlucky number here. And so Boruto notices Kawaki and says, Kawaki! And then Kawaki says, heading home, right? Thought you'd pass this way. And then here we go. The stage has been set right on top of the Stone-Faced Mountains, and directly above Naruto's head of the statue. And so Boruto just asks him, what the heck are you thinking? What did you do to my mom and dad? Then looks like Kawaki, he raises his hand. Looks like he's about to do like some kind of gesture, like he's pointing or something. And then all of a sudden, okay, it looks like he reveals a cube. Oh, okay. So out of Kawaki's hand comes a little small dice-sized cube along with the chakra spikes that just fall. And then Boruto is just reacting, and then Kawaki says, Daiyokenten. A shinjutsu that allows access to a dimension where time is frozen. Lord Seventh and your mom are in there. Boruto says, what? Don't worry, they're both fine, says Kawaki. And they won't age a day or even starve to death in there. Just, you'll never see either of them ever again. And it looks like the karma mark forms on Kawaki. And then now, he pulls a Ishiki with dropping all these giant cubes. Looks like there's 3 right above Boruto, and then Boruto dodges them. And then he dodges it successfully, and now we got some action here on page 16 now. Kawaki starts going on the offensive. Tries to use his mutated arm. I call it mutated because honestly it's mutated. So he uses his mutated arm to try to attack Boruto. And it looks like the hand expands into like a giant claw branch. And then Boruto, he blocks it with his kunai, with the sharp tip end. That's actually pretty cool on how they did that panel there. And then Boruto asks, "What's gotten into you, Kawaki? Why are you..." And then Kawaki responds, "Because you're an Otosuki, Boruto. Why else?" Boruto says, "That's ridiculous. Stop this right now. Everyone will be here in a second. If this goes badly..." And then Kawaki says, "I know. That's why I don't have time to talk with you. There's no going back. For me." And then looks like mutated arm, giant arm, claw, palm, just looks like it kind of collapses in or something. And, oh, okay, here we go. So looks like Kawaki is a bit amazed on what just happened, and now we have Boruto in his karma marking, ready to go full force here. And then looks like let's see here, looks like that's Rasengan, I'm guessing. I mean, that's the only way you could really shatter that. And then Boruto says, "You idiots! It seems words don't cut it." And then Kawaki says, "Right back at you, bro." If I may add, come at me, bro. Yeah, you already came at me, bro. Anyway, that's not scripted, of course. So then we're at page 21. We go back to where Amato is. Amato asks, "Hey, what's going on? What's Kawaki doing?" And then the ninja just responds, looks like that's Sai. Looks like Sai just says, "Sorry, could you be quiet? I'm still receiving intel." And then Amato says, "I heard he assaulted Lord Hokage. I can't believe it. It's got to be some sort of mistake." And then Sai says, "Unfortunately not. We want to question him, but Kawaki's not cooperating. Plus, the Suna Hakuna makes it difficult to hold him." And then Sai responds with, "Worst case scenario, we may have to take extreme measures." And then this makes Amato sweat here. See like a sweat pellet just running down his cheek. Now we're at page 22. Some more action. We go back to the action. And Kawaki is just continues his attack. And then looks like, telling by this panel, looks like Boruto's trying to do some kind of hand weave. Not sure what it is yet. And then looks like we have a bottom panel here. Looks like some kind of offensive. Looks like Boruto is just advancing on Kawaki, trying to close in on him. And then I'm guessing that was some kind of electric attack. So when we get to page 23, yeah, it looks like it was just an electric attack that he commonly does with those hand weaves. And so it looks like it might have missed Kawaki, and then Kawaki counters with a kick right at Boruto's face, and then Boruto's just flying. And then we get Kawaki on the offensive, trying to close in on Boruto and not give him a chance to counter. And then Kawaki, looks like Kawaki does like an energy attack, I believe. And, oh no, wait, it's not an energy attack. Looks like okay, so if I go to the later panel here, looks like there's Sarada. Looks like Sarada might have done something to disrupt the fight, to force Kawaki to pay attention to her. So Sarada is on top of a little hill there. Boruto sees this. He's right now on his ass. And then we're at page 25. Sarada says, "Kawaki, what's gotten into you?" Kawaki, he says with great warning here, his choice of words are the following here. "I'm just going to say this once. If you don't want to die, don't butt in." And then Sarada says, "Are you serious?" Boruto says, "Run, Sarada! He ain't gonna listen to anything you say. He really will kill you." And this shocks Sarada. And then page 26, Sarda, she's right in front of Boruto. She takes a defensive position between Boruto and Kawaki. Boruto says, Sarda! And Kawaki has his karma marking stare, like this dead stare. He has the intent to kill. Sarda, and by the way, we're on page 26, Sarda says, all the more reason to stay, as a shinobi who aims to be Hokage. And it looks like Kawaki has something to say. He looks like he's stepping forward, just briskly walking forward. He says, Shinobi, Hokage, you shinobi really are destined to die early. And then his mutated arm forms a blade, and then now it's slashing time. And so page 27, bottom panel, looks like Sarda's eyes are, you can see the whiteness of her eyes quite clearly in the extreme close-up. And then page 28, we got Boruto to the rescue. He dives to save Sarda. And then Sarda looks at Boruto, shockingly, Boruto? And then now we see the scar. The scar that you saw in episode 1, chapter 1 of this whole series. There's a scar right down the line. Forms a really perfect line on the actual headband and onto the skin. And Boruto's just bleeding down his cheek. Sarda says, Boruto, your eye! Boruto says, I'm fine, just run. He ain't messing around. And then we're on page 30. And then Kawaki just looks down on both of them. This would be the perfect meme with Principal Skinner. Pathetic. Yeah, that kind of stare down. Like he's just looking at both of them like they're pathetic. So then Sarda says, but Boruto. And then Kawaki, I guess, is giving another warning here. He says, move aside, Sarda. Are you still feeling the need to interfere? And Sarda just looks up. And then looks like we got Mitsuki's arm on the top panel here, page 31. Looks like he's binding Kawaki, and also look like he's covering the karma seal of the palm there, like they're holding hands there. So that's smart. That's very tactical. It's smart. Good. And then looks like the shadow paralysis by Shikamaru. That's great. And then we got Shikamaru that says, that's enough, Kawaki. And then now we cut to we cut to Shikamaru, who is restraining Kawaki with the shadow paralysis. And then Mitsuki, and then we got Komaharu. And then looks like Shikamaru says, woo, now that's good news. Seems shadow paralysis can block shrinking. And then Kawaki is just looking, trying to look behind him, and then Mitsuki responds with, no karmic absorption for you either. I won't even let you go even if I die. Yeah, you tell Mitsuki. And then here comes Sasuke, the Shinobi Batman of Batmans here. So then he jumps in right in front of Sarda and Boruto. We're on page 32, by the way. We switched to page 33. And then we have Sasuke. He holds the sword right at the neck and chest of Kawaki. And he tells them, it's over, Kawaki. I'd rather not do this, but I'll kill you if you resist. That's right, Sasuke. You tell him. Resistance is futile. Not to quote a certain Star Trek. But anyway. Sarda replies with, Dad! Kawaki is just looking in a very awkward situation with a sword, shadow paralysis, and hand-holding by Mitsuki. And then Sarda and Komaharu, they just check on Boruto. Looks like Komaharu responds with, damn it, unbelievable. Are you okay, Boruto? And then we're on page 34. Shikamaru says, now, what happens next depends on you, Kawaki. What did you do to Naruto and Hinata? And then Kawaki says, only what had to be done for Lord 7th and Konoha's sake by extension. And Shikamaru responds with, for Konoha's sake, I don't follow. The only thing you're doing is sowing chaos around you. And then Kawaki says, all I've got to say to you is that I never expected or even wanted to understand. If you don't like what I'm doing, just kill me. Talking about it is just pointless. And then Shikamaru says, you damn rat. You're an irredeemable idiot. And then we got a bottom panel of Boruto here. He's just still kind of rubbing his eye. Looks like the blood is being wiped from his palm of his hand. The scars right there. And then now we get to page 35. And then looks like, ooh, the eye. Looks like that eye is a Byakugan. And then for Boruto, oh man, this does not look good. So then we get Komoharu just looking at Boruto, just concerned. And then looks like Sasuke senses this. And then Boruto, ooh, now the full karma marking, and then that Byakugan eye. And then Kawaki says, you, Momoshiki! And then there's like this swish sound from the palm of the karma seal mark. And he sucks up the shadow paralysis. Oh man. And then looks like everybody's surprised, especially Sasuke. He's holding up the sword. He's turning to see Boruto, what Boruto is doing. He says, what? And then Kawaki notices that the shadow paralysis has completely vanished. And now, of course, Sasuke now sees that Kawaki is gone. He shrunk. And Sasuke says, damn it! And then now we're on page 37. Looks like, looks like Kawaki might actually be on the hairs of Naruto's statue here. And then looks like Boruto is now Momoshiki for this moment here. And then Kawaki just looks up, looks directly at Boruto. Then Momoshiki now, he's talking. He says, you want to kill me, don't you? Then you can't afford to get taken down here. And then Kawaki says, what are you plotting? Why are you helping me? And then Momoshiki still is talking here. He says, you're surrounded, Kawaki. Hurry up and get lost. Or will you waste this chance I've given you? Then Kawaki, he just stares, and it's almost like he has to just accept the answer. And then Mitsuki attempts to try to restrain him again, and of course he's gone. He basically did Sukuna Hokona, that shrinking ability. And then we got page 39, Mitsuki says, damn it, he got away. He's been using Suka Hikona quite a bit, though, so his chakra's got to be running low. He can't hide forever. That's when we'll strike, says Shikamaru. And then Shikamaru says, all hands on deck, find him by any means necessary. And then Sasuke looks at, looks like Momoshiki, who is in control of Boruto. Looks like it might be fading away since the karma marking is starting to fade away. Then Sasuke says to him, I don't get it. What is he trying to do? Why save Kawaki, who wants to kill him? It looks like we have the eye of the Byakugan. And then looks like the karma marking is faded out. Now you just see that scar on Boruto's eye. And then Komoharu says, hey Boruto, hang in there. And then Boruto looks like he's now in full control again. He says, I'm so sorry, Boruto. Because of me, this is Sarada speaking. She feels guilty now. She reacts that she feels guilty for what now has happened, what has transpired. And then Boruto says, it's not your fault, Sarada. It was that blockhead, stupid idiot. And then Boruto is just covering his eye, recovering, and then Mitsuki says, "Yep, that's right." Oh man, I like that line. Yep, that's right from Mitsuki. Oh man, we're gonna have a battle soon. In the next chapter, hopefully. And then now for the final page of the chapter, chapter 41. Looks like we're now in that little realm of space that Boruto and Momoshiki have their conversations, kind of, where it's all cloudy and the surroundings. And then Momoshiki says, "We got Momoshiki." He responds with, right in front of Boruto, "Well, boy, you've lost one blue eye." And then Boruto just looks at him, and then Momoshiki continues, "I think you know this, but this is just the beginning. You'll go on to lose everything in very short order." Boruto says, it looks like Boruto's just still listening, and then Momoshiki still is having his little monologue here. "And it can no longer be stopped. The end has already begun." And then to be continued. You could probably add like a really evil laugh. Moo-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha, but it's not there. But still, very good chapter. Very good chapter. Cannot wait for chapter 79 where we get some Mitsuki versus Kawaki. I hope that happens. That would be so freaking cool. And I can't wait for them to put this in the anime. It's going to be so freaking awesome in the anime. Well then, that was the chapter voiceover reaction of chapter 78 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. Once again, if you like the reaction or any of my reactions, like, subscribe, share. Click on that bell so you'll know for the future. Until next time, same Handsome King content, same Nerdy Bear reactions. Oh yeah!
Backbones cracking, we hack phones. Attack mode, battle formations, attack mode. Black coats dragging the shotgun in stash mode. Toe tagging foes getting stashed in back of paddy wagons.
Turning Bluebird into English, Part 2.
I know that you will spread your wings and just take off. You said if you can fly, you'll fly away and never come back. All that is in your eyes is that white cloud above. If you can just break through, you know it will be waiting for you. You're gonna break free to that blue sky above. To that blue sky above.